Hey there, this is Lepsy. Today I'm going to be doing my manga pickups for April. I know it's super late, but between school and I had a really bad cold, I have not had any free time. I still have the cold. It's mostly gone, but for some reason it's being stubborn and just won't go away completely. So I'll try and keep the sniffles and the coughing to a minimum. And hopefully I can edit out anything else. So yeah, without further ado, I guess I'll just get into it. We'll start with continuations of series I've been reading, and then I bought actually quite a few new series. And so yeah, the first thing I bought was Attack on Titan Volume 21. I honestly read this as soon as I got it in the mail. I opened the box, sat down, and read the whole volume because I was so excited for this and needed to know what happened. This volume gives you so many answers. Oh my goodness, I can't wait for the next ones to keep learning what's going on and see what happens next. So yeah, I was super excited for that. Next up is A Certain Magical Index, Volume 9. I have not gotten around to reading this because I just haven't had the free time. That's actually a running theme this month. I haven't read a lot of books. I can't remember if I've read this next one. I don't think so. I got Volume 15 and 16 of Kemi-sama Kiss. The last book I read ended on a really big cliffhanger, and I'm really interested to find out what happens, but just no free time. So those will probably be something that I'm reading soon, because I am really interested to find out what happens next. This next one I did get to read. Tokyo Ghoul Volume 12. That cover is pretty awesome. I really love this character's design. I don't remember how to say his name. Is it Alta, something like that? He is cool, regardless. But yeah, this volume had some interesting soul-searching for Kaneki. I can't wait for the next volumes to see where that goes. And I've since learned from my last video that I guess at Volume 14 the series doesn't really end. It just kind of continues on into the Re-series. So I thought it was going to be like a sequel maybe in the same world with different characters, but I guess it's still the same characters and all the same storyline. So as I was saying, I can't really see how they're just going to end the storyline at Volume 14 because they've got so much stuff going on. But, now it makes sense that they're just going to switch over to a Re-sequel. Next up that I bought is Barakamon. I got Volume 3, which I have read. This series is really cute. It gives me a lot of the same vibes as Yotsuba, like I've said before. But it's good for a laugh. It makes me smile. So I enjoy this series. And then I have Volume 4 that I picked up that I have not gotten to read yet. So I'll look forward to reading that one. And then speaking of Yotsuba, I bought Volume 13. So this catches me up to everything they have published in English. I was looking into a release date for another volume to see if maybe they had one for Volume 14. But so far I haven't been able to find anything. So if anyone knows if there is a release date or if Volume 14 is in the works, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear that that's coming soon. Next purchase is Bride Story Volume 2. I did read this one. I really liked where the story went. It continued on with the same characters, but in the end of this one, still amazing artwork all over the cover. Yeah. In the end of this one, in the author's notes, she does say that she's interested in, where is it? She said that she's going to continue on with a different character's storyline who's left the village that they're in, and they're interested in drawing kind of like this new storyline. So I'm curious if the same characters are all going to be present in Volume 3, or if they're going to switch to a new set of characters and a new storyline. Because I feel like there are some loose ends left in this volume. So I'm kind of hoping that they don't do that and that the old characters are still involved in the story, but I'll have to wait and see. I do have Volume 3 because I picked that up in April as well. I just haven't gotten a chance to read it. So, yeah, that's something I will be reading soonish. Okie dokie, next up on the list is a series that I started this month. So the first one I heard Aloof Dragons talking about. She did a video doing a first impressions on this, and it's My Love Story. I've heard a lot of people talk about it, and I was quite interested in it before Aloof's video, but she's the main reason that I finally decided to pick it up. So, thanks Aloof, you're fueling my addiction. Yes, this series is amazing, just like she says it is, so if you enjoy romance in any way, shape, or form, then you will probably love this series. And even if you don't like romance, it is ridiculously funny. It's really sweet. I find all of the characters very endearing, and I really enjoyed reading it. So after I got Volume 1 and read it, I picked up Volume 2 and Volume 3. I absolutely love the main couple in this. Their relationship is pretty much goals, and they're super cute. So yeah. And then the next series I picked up is also a romance. I'm pretty sure it was Manga Hoarder that talked about this in one of her videos. I'm pretty sure. I'll put the name down below just in case I am wrong, because that's entirely possible. But it's called Everyone's Getting Married. And the reason that whoever talked about it really liked the series was because it's more of a grown-up kind of romance. So instead of it being like immature little high schoolers that, you know, love at first sight and all that stuff that I don't really believe in. This is a more like down-to-earth kind of relatable romance, especially because, you know, I'm in university, I'm a little bit older, so it's nice to have an age group that I can actually relate to a little bit more, and I'm kind of in the same mindset as the characters are. So, yeah, I really enjoyed reading it. This one's probably not for everyone, but I really liked it. Enough that I also picked up Volume 2 as well. And I've read that. Next thing I bought was a recommendation on my 100 subscribers video from Kid Named Jack. And this is another book that I've been interested in for a little while. And that is Neon Genesis Evangelion. So far I've read, let me pull out the bookmark so you can see. I think I've read like 2 volumes, 2 and a bit, yeah. And so far, I feel so bad for this main character. This poor dude just really needs a friend or someone to care about him. Yeah. Yeah. It is a really interesting series. I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. I really hope he gets some friends. And, you know, the whole mystery. I meant to say history and mystery and just, yeah. That didn't come out right. The whole mystery of the angels, I think they're called. It's been a little bit since I've read this. Yeah, the bad guys, the evil creature things. I think they're called angels. Like, I don't know where they're coming from, and I'm really curious about that. Like, I don't know if they're from space or what, and how come he can magically pilot the Evangelion. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to reading that one and getting deeper into the series to see what exactly is going on. And then the next one that I purchased was a recommendation from Hexen Shadowstone, and she recommended the Water Dragon's Bride. So far there's only one volume out, so that's why I've only bought the one. Yeah, I haven't gotten around to reading this yet. It looks really cute. I enjoy the art style on the cover, so I'm excited to see what the story's like inside. Yeah, it's got some really pretty artwork. I love the colors that they chose for this. And then the next volume I picked up was not recommended in my 100 subscribers special, but it was recommended in the past to me, so I figured I should probably pick up a couple that have been previously recommended that people might not have felt like they needed to mention to me again. So that was Horimiya, and I've seen a couple people talk about this since it was first recommended to me, but the first person to tell me about it was the Epic Guys. So since then, I have kept it on my mental list of series I wanted to check out, and haven't gotten to read it yet, but I do plan on doing that soon, and I look forward to seeing what it's about. I know it's a romance, and it is high school, but yeah, we'll see. It looks good. Oh yeah, Lavix talked about it. That was the other person that I couldn't remember that talked about it recently. And then last manga I bought for the month of April is Volume 2 of Berserk. I'm going to say this now. I'm making absolutely no promises that I'm going to buy the rest of this series. I just felt like so many people enjoy it, and Volume 1 was okay, so I feel like I need to give this series at least up to Volume 3 to give it a decent chance at impressing me. So yeah, I have Volume 2. I did read this because I was just curious. I'm going to get so much hate for this. So far, it's just okay to me. There's nothing that's really like blowing me out of the water, but I will buy Volume 3 just to give it a fair chance. We'll see. Yeah. Okay, let me clear this off, and then there's one last thing that I bought. Okay, so the last thing that I got for the month of April is an old out-of-print art book, and it's the art for Pitta 10. The reason that I got this is this mangaka actually has one of my favorite art styles. I know it's not super detailed, but I am a sucker for cute things, and this is the cutest art style I have ever seen. I really do like the characters in Kemi-Chema Karen better, but unfortunately there's no art book for Kemi-Chema Karen, so in order to get art from this mangaka, I had to get the Pitta 10 one, which, I mean, I'm not super disappointed or anything. I really enjoy the art in general, and I do enjoy the story from Pitta 10 as well. So yeah, I'm just going to pick up the camera and show you a couple pages here. One complaint I do have is that I bought it listed as very good quality because it's obviously a used book since it's out of print, but it didn't actually come in very good quality. Like this page isn't actually attached to the book, but it's supposed to be like a fold-out poster. Yeah. Sometimes buying used online, you get kind of bad deals. Anyway, the art inside is pretty much perfect. Yeah. And I love her drawing style, the big eyes, the cute outfits. And she's got like some of the character designs. So far it's mostly the angel. Oh, there's Shia. So yeah, I just really like this mangaka's art style, so I thought I'd really like to have the art book. Oops. There's also a couple fan books. Okay, I'm done. A couple fan books for this series that I probably would enjoy purchasing. I'll have to look into those maybe someday. But that was just something I thought that I would like to have, and I found it like for 10 bucks online. So yeah, that's everything that I purchased for the month of April. I apologize, this video is probably really crappy because I don't want to do multiple run-throughs to try and make it like super awesome because my voice is sucky and I'm still a little sick. So yeah, sorry again that it was so late, and I hope you enjoyed watching it anyway. I have 2 more videos that should be coming up soon, as long as I can find some more free time for them. So, yeah, I look forward to seeing those soon. Please leave a comment down below, and until next time, take care.